So I was like, all right, get that in your mind. We can jump.
He's like, why do you keep trying to get me to trip? That was better. Looks a little slippery.
He likes the resting spot. And I found at first he didn't understand it. And now he's asking me, okay, can we keep going?
Oh, good.
The first couple times he was like, okay, I need this. And then after that he was like, all right. He's still very sticky when you're getting him to go. But, I mean, I'd rather that than have him try to shoot off all the time.
So, do me a favor before you leave. Ask him to put his head down.
Okay.
Because I want to see if somehow while you're on him and moving, you can communicate for him to lower his head, because he's really hollowing out, which is going to make everything kind of more painful to him. So if we can get him to understand, if you put your head down, he doesn't have to put it all the way down to the ground, just when he thinks to lower it, release.
Okay, like while I'm sitting here or while we're walking?
Well, do it right now while you're sitting there so you can tell him what you want. And clearly, since it's hard for him, when he does do it, we're going to make sure that we give him a good release and like a nice rub or whatever that's working as far as affection. Because he's not making the connection at all.
I feel like he's just zoning out to me.
He is.
I keep hoping when he gets distracted that then he's going to be like, oh yeah.
Yep, that's usually when the window at least cracks open. Nice big lick and chew. So at least he's looking for something now. For a minute there he was looking for it, then he lost it when there was a little scuffle over here at the shed. If you're holding it where you have the ability to kind of like wiggle your fingers just to kind of keep him at the window, he may not open it, but at least say, hey, I am talking to you. Oh, there's a little thought there. Come on, you know this. A little thought there. There you go. You know, it's funny, the other day I actually realized that, you know how everybody always tells me, oh, you have so much patience? It's not patience, because I think of patience as just being happy with what it is, but mine's more of a knowing. Like, I know they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting on them, but I'm not I think of patience a different way. So that's why I'm always confused when people say it. Like, I mean, I understand the meaning of it, but I just don't see myself as being patient. I see myself as just knowing they're gonna get it. Yes.
That was about a bug.
I know.
Take it.
Yeah. Sometimes the mishaps are good too. Yep. Good. Now, it's going to be hard if you don't really master it standing there, but you can try it now at the walk. It is going to be a little bit harder, and I don't know how sore your arm already is.
Alright, we'll try one more time here.
Okay.
One more jump.
No, I mean, I was essentially saying if you're tired of sitting there, you can try it, but it is better if you do it there. Because, yeah, I don't think he's fully understanding what you want. So add movement, it'll just be a little bit harder. Good.
That was a shorter period of time.
Yeah. I think he's adding a little bit of a head turn to the left, though. Which at this point took a long time to get the head down, so that's okay for right now. And if you maintain the direction you've been going, it really isn't going to make a big deal. We don't want him turning his head out when we ask him to put his head down, though. So the first thought came, but he changed it. He's such a pretty horse. Because you gotta remember, he was a racehorse, so somebody pulling on him was normal. So here's where he's not necessarily making the connection. Maybe. He's like, I thought this was my rest spot. Oh, there we go. Good boy. Good boy. You could try it at the walk. It might be a little bit harder, but you could try it at the walk. He's had plenty of rest. Okay. Well, that's something you can work on. Getting him to do it at the walk, and then once you got it confirmed at the walk, you should be able to get it at the trot pretty easily because it's just changing gait. Yeah. Good boy. There you go. Because he's learning a lot of different rein cues. So he's not exceptionally athletic when it comes to that. So what is he like if you give him the reins? Does he try to just take off, or?
I'm sorry?
What is he like if you give him the reins? Does he try to just run off?
He did try to pick up a canter, but I don't know. I think I'm busy trying to slow him down.
Okay.
I can try.
Are you using the easy? Okay. Yeah, I'm just want to make sure that the reins aren't hollowing him out too. Like, I'm not sure, because he's really hollowing out.
Okay.
And it's changing his gait, because his gait's real choppy, and that's from being hollowed out. So I just kind of wanted to see if we can find a way to help him be more comfortable, where obviously you feel safe. I mean, don't, you know, see if you can like bring him back to you, set cruise control. There.
This direction is better.
Yeah, I mean, you might encourage him to try to canter if he hops over that. So take him the rest spot for that, because that's what we want to reward him for now.
Right.
Do you mind if I move that pole so you...
In one direction, and he was trotting nicely. Like, this sounds totally like I'm just saying it, but he was trotting nicer till he saw you out here. So, obviously I have no way to prove that, but that's what made me be like, what? And then I saw you was because he was being different. But we were doing one direction rest, and he was definitely like trotting nicer.
So do you mind if I move that pole just so you guys can see if I can leave this here somewhere? I doubt it.
Wilson can hold it for you.
Yeah, right? Wilson, wanna hold this? That's not gonna work.